Welcome to the Geeks Attic. This is a novelization review of Gemini Man. The novelization of Gemini Man was published by Titan Books. It's based on the film by Ang Lee with a story by Darren Lemke and David Benioff. The screenplay was by Darren Lemke, Billy Ray, and David Benioff. I actually wanted to see this film when it was released in theater, but I just didn't get the chance to see it. It's been out for a while, for a long while, on home video, and I still haven't seen it. I don't know why, but I saw that there was a novelization, and I had to read it, and now I'm going to review it. So let's get into a brief summary. The DIA, or Defense Intelligence Agency, serves to protect the nation from terrorists and to keep its secrets within its borders. Henry Brogan is on a mission to assassinate a Russian spy who has vital intelligence on national security. After the mission is complete, Henry knows in his bones that it's time to retire. However, the DIA really wants to keep him on board. They want to keep him working. Most in this line of work die on duty. It's actually the preferred method of retirement from the DIA because the secrets that the agents have would die with them. As much as the DIA wants Henry, he does not want to continue working. So the DIA does not like loose ends. They will keep a watchful eye on Henry as he goes through his retirement. But the lies and deception of the agency are spilled to Henry when he meets up with an old pal. Now, this friend reveals that the Russian spy wasn't actually a spy at all. He was employed by the U.S. government, and his assassination was just a precaution to assure that whatever secrets he had wouldn't fall into enemy hands. Now the DIA knows that Henry knows just how sinister the agency truly is, so they're going to send out a squad of assassins to silence Henry because he has all those little secrets. But he's ready. He's always ready, and he's unstoppable. During a scuffle with one of the assassins, Henry comes face to face with a new enemy, an agent of Project Gemini. It's actually a clone of his younger self. Henry now has a personal mission to bring justice to those in charge of the DIA and put an end to the Project Gemini, the future military of superior soldiers. Now let's get into my overall thoughts. The novelization for Gemini Man was actually a very fun read. Now I sadly can't compare it to the film because I haven't watched it, like I said up at the top, but it was cheesy, and sometimes cheese is good. You know what I mean? It was a fast-paced, action-packed story with some pretty cool science fiction elements. I'm glad that I read this novelization. It had a lot of great descriptions written out very well by the author. We get to get some great thoughts and emotions written out. There's also quite a bit of humor sprinkled throughout, mostly coming out of our main character, Henry, which is played by Will Smith in the film. And not seeing the film, I could still hear Will Smith delivering those lines. So because I could hear the actor in my head, I thought the dialogue was actually fitting. It was well done. One of the problems that I did have with the story is that it was a little bit too choppy. Time passes rapidly. The characters move around the globe with no time frame really explained at all. The villain's motivations were clear, but very silly. So, you can't blame the author for this kind of stuff. This is just all based on the screenplay. I said the book was cheesy, and for example, there's this secret defense agency that has secret assassins that are far superior to any other human warrior in any military service, okay? And they clone one of these assassins to breed an army, like just from this one man's DNA. It kind of sounds like something from Star Wars, doesn't it? So do I recommend that you read the novelization for Gemini Man? Well, if you haven't seen the movie, I would say sure, because I did hear that the movie was horrible, it had bad ratings, that the CGI was awful, but I give this book a rating of 3 out of 5 stars, so it's actually pretty good. And that'll do it for this novelization review of Gemini Man. Make sure you check out the Paper Movies Novelization Book Club, where me and a couple other guys read a novelization, we watch the film, and then we discuss it at the end of each month. It's a lot of fun. You need to go check it out. I'm going to link it down below. And also go check out thegeeksaddict.com. I've cleaned up the website, got a new blog posted. Have a good one.